Hi guys, rachybop here. Welcome to my review of The Sims 4 Jungle Adventure game pack, which is the latest game pack to have come from the Sims team, and it's actually coming out tomorrow, so thank you so much to EA for giving me early access to this game pack. Once again, super excited to try it out. So I spent a fair few days working through this game pack because, as you can probably tell if you've watched the live streams they've done and all that kind of stuff, it's huge. And what it is a really clever combination of putting a load of stuff in there for builders especially, but also just using the game engine to its maximum. I really like that they've done that. So I'm going to walk you through my journey within the Jungle Adventure pack and just tell you my thoughts along the way. And this is hugely edited down content, but this was my experience. So initially I thought, wow, there's plenty of new stuff, but there's nothing new for pets. This game pack really doesn't involve pets. You can bring them along. I did bring my little dog along, but it really wasn't an ideal situation for them, and it was a big task. While it was nice vacationing with them, they can't go in the temples, so it just feels like you're leaving them. I ended up having to cheat just to make sure the needs were met and things, and you don't think you have to do that. You could be a little more organised, definitely, but I just wanted to get into the pack and into the temples, just show stuff to you guys and to find it all out for myself. So I found that it just wasn't ideal bringing a dog along, which probably makes sense with the theme of the pack, but I just thought as it follows pets it might integrate them a little bit more, but it didn't. My favourite items definitely were the fireplace. There's a new fireplace in it that's just gorgeous, and also a really gigantic tree that's just beautiful. Reminds me of something out of Tangled. So you go to a vacation world which is absolutely huge, and you kind of think this could have been its own world. It's kind of sad that it is just a vacation world, but at the same time, if that's the only way we can have it there, it's a really strong world. You choose a villa. Like I said, I took my dog, and the villa was really nice, utilising all the new things from the game pack. I immediately selected go on an adventure together from the pets pack with my dog, and I got options popping up as if they were in Brindleton Bay, which I think could be adjusted based on which world you're in. It just didn't flow with the story I was trying to tell, so that might be something that they iron out in the future. I was very frustrated immediately trying to figure out how the heck to get into the jungle. It took me absolutely ages to figure it out, and there's like a loading screen between every single lot in the new vacation world, which was just super distressing. I know that's to be expected because all the other worlds are like that, but it's just, it becomes a bit of a joke the more it's bulking out. These loading screens are immense, and for people running the game on not so powerful computers, it's really going to ruin it for them. This world was absolutely beautiful, like I said, and I was kind of getting unexpected Monte Vista vibes. It was really that colour scheme and that kind of feel to it. I took my sim to the bar, and all the sims were like dancing in the Salvadorian way, and it was really cool to see that. And you kind of chat to people, asking them what to expect in the jungle and things like that, and it felt like the beginning of Wild, like you were getting ready to go on this massive adventure on your own. It's really cool. The dancing is next level, like it's the most insane dance. I love it. But yeah, I took my dog. I struggled to feed my dog. Didn't realise at the time I could buy, luckily I could buy a dog food bowl from the marketplace. They did happen to have one that day, but because it all depends on what that seller brings that day. But I just wish I'd just packed one and ended up just cheating. But it became very difficult to look after my dog, and it just didn't look well, so excuse how unwell it looks during this video. There's beautiful nature and lots of lakes, so much stuff that you look at and you kind of think, oh look, a boat, can I go on the boat? And then you can't go on the boat, and things like that that I think, oh, why did you put that in, because I just want to go on it now and I can't, and then that frustrates me. But it is beautiful, and you do find yourself scanning the waters for snakes and iguanas and yeah, later other things. So then it pops up, you've only got 4 hours left of vacation. I'm like, what? I've only just got here. I still haven't found the jungle. I was walking my dog, it pooed, and I couldn't pick it up because there weren't any trash cans anywhere, and then I stood in it and it was just a big disaster. I ordered food from the stand, that was delightful, and then I got the option to extend my vacation, so please make sure you take cash if you need to extend it, to keep exploring a temple or something, maybe in the middle of something. Make sure you take cash or motherload before that option pops up. The temples are a little bit, well, the jungle is a little bit confusing. You usually find an archway and then you go through it and it's a little bit of a rabbit hole. A lot of them are just rabbit holes. Some of them open up another part of the world behind it. But you start off with these options on the screen that you click, well, would you do this or this? And then you're greeted with a conclusion of that. And from what I gather, with everything in this pack, it's completely random. There's no like right answer. There's no solving the puzzle because it is completely random. It's not that kind of game. And also, like, it popped up asking me if I wanted free earbuds when I was in the middle of the jungle, and I was getting texts in the bottom of the temple, and it was just like, would that happen? But yeah, the whole place, like going through the rabbit holes and not really knowing, was very disorientating, but I suppose that's kind of how it would be in the jungle anyway. And there was crocodiles. I was so happy when I saw these crocodiles. I just thought, wow, they're incredible. But then when I got a closer look, I just couldn't help but laugh. They were definitely of the ball pit age, and I mean, I love them. There's nothing that they are, but they're only decoration, and they're cool, but very, I mean, their legs are very 2D and it's all very basic, but they made me giggle. It's really a great pack for exploring. All the archways are portals, either to other areas that have other archways, or you may eventually get to the temple. I came across a tree that you could harvest berries from, and I'm really glad that I harvested them and noticed it before I went in, because they became very useful once in there as well on a certain puzzle. And the temple was really cool. Like, I still found it a little bit square, and what I mean by that is the way your sim walks into it, and then they're like, oh, I need to go use the toilet, and they'll just kind of automatically turn around and walk back up, and it's a constant battle against the game engine, or that's what it feels like you're actually battling the system to get it to flow nicely into your story. But that is not the pack's fault, that's the game's fault. Darts are really cool, there's some fun puzzles. It's all random rather than an actual puzzle, it's just randomly generated, so if you figure something out, it's not going to be the same next time you go in, it's just totally random. You get the archaeology skill, that was really cool as well, and obviously you've got the Salvadorian skill too, which you can build up, the culture skill, and you will be able to make your own temples, which I think is pretty cool. I definitely think for builders this is a groundbreaking pack. And I actually found a diamond gold skull, like, straight off, that was worth 10,000 simoleons. I mean, that paid for the whole vacation, so it's a no-brainer. Get yourself down them temples. And one thing that I did think kind of ruined the whole skeleton interaction, because there's skeletons in this pack. The skeleton, like the chat bar across the top that tells you who your sim is talking to and what mood they're in, popped up way before I even saw the skeleton, so it kind of ruined the surprise for me. I would have rather they just appeared and I'd be like, oh my goodness, and then go chat to them, but it automatically connected them, and it just really ruined it for me. You can't have any romance with the skeleton. I did do a cheat to add the sim to my family, and I took the skeleton into cast, but it just showed up as an actual person sim rather than a skeleton. When you go home with the skeleton, it will turn into a normal looking skeleton as opposed to like a mosaic-y skeleton. And when they eat, like, you can't see the food go through them, but it implies that it goes through them, eat normally, and then a trash pile appears next to their feet and all their needs are the same and everything. You get zero reaction from any of the Sims around them. They're totally not weirded out that there's a skeleton roaming the world, but there are slightly different interactions, and like I said, no romantic interactions, so no skeleton babies. But you do get all the Silverdradian interactions, and I love that culture skill that's been implemented into the game. You can definitely feel it. You can feel the vibe of going away and coming back and talking about it and sharing your photos, and it's just a lot of fun. So all in all, I am going to be extremely generous and give this game pack a full 5 big fat moos, because I really enjoyed it, and the only flaws are not from the actual pack, they're from the base game, and I think they've just crammed so much stuff into this that it is great value for money, and once you've played with the pack you'd struggle to play without it. Thank you so much for watching this review. Let me know your thoughts and what you're excited about in the comments, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye!